Hey everybody, let's take those lemons and make some lemonade with a splash of vodka. And I'm just going to say, first and foremost, I'm so glad my estrangement began when I was around 40 years old. Both of my daughters each parted ways when they were 19. I had them when I was 21 and 22 years old. So here I am, 40 years old. I had a house. All of a sudden, two empty bedrooms. I didn't know what to do, but it's fortunate it happened when it did because I had to get up and go to work. I had to pay for my house. I had to eat. I had to get up, and I wasn't given the opportunity to mope. I had years from retirement, and so I had to still function despite my loss. Just like when my dad passed away, I heard the news. I took the following day off. I went to the funeral home. I had to make arrangements to fly him back from California, but our funeral for my dad wasn't for a week and a half, so I had to go back to work. Um, it was a saving grace at that time. And I'm letting you know, it's not that I went to work and I wasn't sad or lonely, depressed, overwhelmed. Um, but I had to get up. I had to set my alarm. I had to get out of bed. I didn't have an opportunity to curl up like in a little ball and get tight under the covers all day. No, I had to live. And so I think it's really tough when you have children, they go off and get married. You're close to retirement, or maybe you work part time, or maybe you've always been a stay at home individual, and your children are gone, and you have made them your world, and you don't have a hobby, you don't have any outside interests, you haven't really done any self maintenance for a while. You don't even know what a massage or a pedicure is. And all of a sudden, you're sitting there waiting for your phone to ring or waiting for the front door to open, and it's not. The best advice I can give parents, doesn't matter how old your kids are, get a babysitter and go out. And I'm not talking about going out to party or going out to, do anything illegal. But it's important you maintain some sort of individuality even after you give birth. And I know if you're breastfeeding like I was, it's tough because the baby, when you breastfed solely since birth, and that baby has not taken a bottle, it can be heck because I'll tell you, when my mom had gotten my sisters and I tickets to go see a show at the Pabst Theater. I don't remember, it was years ago, so 30 plus years ago. She said, I'll watch the kids for you. And I said, great. I said, but my littlest one is breastfed. And she says, I'll give her a bottle. And I said, okay. So I had to pump and, this and that. We went to the show and got back, and my youngest screamed her full head off because she would not take that bottle. So then I felt even guiltier because I said, oh my goodness, I feel like a terrible mother. So anyways, get a life, do something. Our children are not meant to stay at home forever. Not if they are self-sufficient and go to work and eventually have their own families. So just to let you know, and even, when they leave and you have grandkids, you still have to have a life. That's all there is to it. So anyways, that's all I've got, and I will be back.